Welcome to SAU Magazine, a weekly news program coming to you from Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
This is a Southern Arkansas University news brief. I'm Matthew Johnson.
And I'm Angie Loomis.
A university forum addresses dialogue between Muslims and Christians. Dr. Scott Alexander was guest speaker at this year's Walls Lecture in History. Alexander is Director of Catholic-Muslim Studies at the Catholic Theological Union in Chicago. He discussed the building of interreligious partnerships for peacemaking. Alexander also examined the history and practice of Christianity at the Walls Lecture.
The Associate Degree in Nursing program receives accreditation. The National League for Nursing Accrediting Commission granted this to SAU until 2009. The nursing program began at SAU in 1968. The associate degree is one of the 3 tracks students can follow. The first graduating class was in 1971. Graduates have opportunities to serve as licensed practical nurses or registered nurses. SAU students are encouraged to complete baccalaureate degrees in nursing.
McGee Library has recently made some improvements. They include new furniture, additional computers, and extended hours. A scanner is available for student use, as well as computers on the 3rd floor, and new drink and vending machines are on the 1st floor. Peggy Walters, director of McGee Library, says changes were mostly initiated by student requests. Since extending McGee's hours, 43,000 more people came through its doors than last year.
The Rosemary Ray Regional Arts and Education Center receives a grant. It totaled more than $15,000 and was given by the Arkansas Arts Council. The money will be used during the 2003-2004 school year to promote the arts and learning throughout SAU and the community. The program will let artists team with teachers, lead workshops, develop community outreach, and exhibit their work and that of students. Funding is through the SAU Foundation.
The Department of Continuing Education is offering a new computer class. On Thursdays beginning this week and continuing through October 16th, Introduction to Computers will be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The class will introduce students to computer terminology, hardware and software, the Internet, Windows, and Word. The class is for beginners and size is limited to 28. The cost is $40. To register, call the Department of Continuing Education at 870-234-4005.
The SAU Small Business Development Center hosts a seminar on campus. The seminar, titled How to Write a Business Plan, was recently held in the Business Agribusiness Building. Guest speaker was Paul Considine, Director and Consultant for the SAU chapter of the Arkansas Small Business Development Center. This event was attended by faculty and students. This has been a Southern Arkansas University News Brief. I'm Angie Loomis.
And I'm Matthew Johnson.
With an SAU Profile, I'm Jonathan Wolfe. This week's Profile features Mule Rider head football coach Steve Quinn. Quinn is leading the Riders in his 3rd season as head coach. He is a graduate of Ouachita Baptist University, where he received his bachelor's. He continued his education, graduating from Baylor University with a master's. His coaching resume consists of 6 colleges and 1 high school. Quinn served as offensive coordinator while working with the offensive line at Eastern New Mexico University. In 1993 and 1994, Quinn was an assistant at Northwest Missouri State. Quinn also spent time at his alma mater, Ouachita Baptist, where he worked as part-time assistant coach as well as defensive ends and linebackers coach. Last season, Quinn and the Riders finished 12th in the nation in rushing offense, 14th in scoring offense, and 22nd in total offense. With an SAU Profile, I'm Jonathan Wolfe.
SAU Sports, I'm Amanda Smith.
And I'm Joanna Eaton.
In football, the Mule Riders opened conference play with a decisive win over West Georgia, 52-6. The Mule Riders led 28-6 at the half and scored 24 unanswered points in the second half. Running back Torrance Jones was the leading carrier for the Riders, rushing for 129 yards on 10 carries. This win for the Mule Riders marks the worst beating of a West Georgia team in 19 years.
The Mule Riders are ranked nationally. Following a 3-0 start, the Riders are 9th in the American Football Coaches Association poll, 9th in the Dopke poll, and 10th in the D2Football.com poll. Don Hanson's Football Gazette is the only poll that does not have SAU in the top 10. The Riders are ranked 20th by Hanson. The Mule Riders face a challenge Saturday as they host Valdosta State University. Valdosta is ranked either first or second in the NCAA Division II polls. That game kicks off at 7 o'clock in Wilkins Stadium.
The Lady Rider volleyball team loses their conference opener to Henderson State University. The Lady Reddies beat SAU in the first and second matches by matching scores of 30-27. The Lady Riders kept their hopes alive by winning the third match 30-27, but Henderson nipped SAU in Game 4 30-28. Brandy Patterson had 15 kills for SAU, and Brittany Wright had 14. Wright was selected as the Gulf South Conference West Division Volleyball Offensive Player of the Week.
SAU finished 6th at the Texas A&M Invitational Cross Country Meet in College Station, Texas. The Aggies were first with 27. The Mule Riders had 216. Individually for the Riders, Adrian Romanos finished 17th. In the women's division, Texas A&M made it a sweep with a first-place finish. The Lady Riders finished 12th. SAU Sports, I'm Joanna Eaton.
And I'm Amanda Smith.
With commentary, I'm Ross Sims.
And I'm Richard Gamble.
With the SAU campus getting larger, students are fortunate that the school decided to build a new parking lot.
However, the location of the parking lot is inconvenient and potentially hazardous.
It is difficult for commuting students because the closest facility that hosts classes is the business building.
Commuting students attempt to park in the overstreet lot and temporarily parking spaces across the street from the center of campus, creating another hazardous situation.
Does that mean students should wait until all of the construction is done and the new Graham Hall, Reynolds Center, and future Science and Technology Center are finished?
Student enrollment says no.
And the students are what will mold the Southern Arkansas University of the future. University planners must consider safety when planning future projects.
With commentary, I'm Richard Gamble.
And I'm Ross Sims.
With an SAU police log, I'm Jordan Babineau. The Student Right to Know and Campus Security Act mandates an annual requirement to provide notice about campus law enforcement, crimes on campus, and policies about crime. SAU policy is that all crimes should be reported to the university police. If not police, then someone. This report must include all crimes reported to campus officials, even if not reported to the police. If crime is reported to you, encourage reporting to police. If refused, then encourage reporting to Office of Student Life. If refused, encourage them to go to Office of Counseling and Testing, especially in the case of rape and date rape, to report. Provide what assistance you can. Obtain form from Office of Counseling and Testing for confidential reporting of crime. The form does not contain the name of the victim and will be used to compile campus crime statistics. Crime prevention is a concern in institutions of higher education. The following message is provided as a public service to the university community. In consideration for safety and well-being, faculty, staff, and students must follow university policy for entering and leaving buildings, after hours and on weekends. Doors should not be propped open nor left ajar during unscheduled hours. Individuals who are not staff or faculty should not be in buildings after hours. The administration also requests that all activities outside normal university hours be scheduled. Practicing these tips will assist in making SAU a safer campus. To report campus crime or if suspicious activities appear to be taking place, contact the University Police Department at 235-4100. That's 235-4100. With an SAU police log, I'm Jordan Babineau.
I'm Jennifer Hickman.
And I'm Chrishanda Christopher.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center. The SAU newspaper, The Bray, is looking for a news reporter. Duties are to cover campus news stories as assigned by the editor. Applicants must have basic knowledge of Microsoft Word and completed Comp 1 and 2 with an A or B. For more information, contact editor Bryce Harmon in Wilson Hall, first floor.
The Texarkana Bandits hockey team has positions open for promotion crew and entertainment. The job dates are September through March. Applicants must be over the age of 18, have flexible schedules, motivate fans, handle sensitive situations, and unruly fans. To apply, call 903-794-7825. That's 903-794-7825. 794-7825. I'm Chrishanda Christopher.
And I'm Jennifer Hickman.
With job information from the SAU Employment Resource Center.
With this week's entertainment news, I'm Stephen Geist.
And I'm Brannon Williams.
On Saturday, students take to the street in the 23rd annual bed race. Representatives from residence halls and SAU organizations will build and race beds after attaching wheels and decorations. Sponsored by the Residence Hall Association, prizes will be awarded for Best Decorated Bed, craftsmanship, and originality. Activities will begin at 1 p.m. with the bed race at 2 and the Great Greek Canoe Race at 3.
The SAU Theater Department will be performing Baby with the Bathwater this week. It is directed by SAU Assistant Professor Darryl Philippi. Opening night is Tuesday and will run through Thursday in Hardin Theater. Shows will start at 7:30 p.m. Price for admission is $2 for students and faculty and $4 for the general public.
The Spanish Club will be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month through October 15th. Among the many activities is a Spanish film festival. On October 3rd, Frida from Mexico will be featured. Tango from Argentina will be shown on the 17th, and Nueva Yo Dos from the Dominican Republic will be shown on the 31st. There will also be bulletin boards, murals, and exhibits on the 3rd floor of Wilson Hall. A showcase in McGill Library will feature arts and crafts from Spanish-speaking countries.
The SAU Alumni Association is sponsoring Mule Gating. The Mule Gate is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. on Saturday when the riders take on Valdosta State. Those who attend will bring their own food. The Alumni Association will provide dessert. This is also designated as Family Day. There will be many activities scheduled to be held throughout campus. Saturday, October the 4th, there will be an induction ceremony for those selected to the Mule Riders Hall of Fame. And that's this week's entertainment news.
The SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program features a wide variety of professional experiences.
Students are responsible for producing and marketing radio and television programs each semester.
SAU Magazine, a radio news program, is available to stations in Arkansas and bordering states.
The SAU Report, a television interview program, is available to cable systems in southwest Arkansas and northeast Texas.
More than a dozen courses are offered in the SAU Broadcast Journalism degree program.
Writing, reporting, and hands-on experiences are stressed in these courses.
In addition, graduating students are more perceptive analysts of mass communication and broadcast journalism.
They are very competitive in the job field and for opportunities as graduate students.
Information about the Broadcast Journalism degree program can be found on the internet at saumag.edu.
That's saumag.edu for an excellent educational opportunity.
With this week's SAU calendar, I'm Brian Jones.
And I'm Charles Davis.
From September 30th through October 2nd, the SAU Theater Department will present Baby with the Bathwater. Showtimes start at 7:30.
The SGA Traffic Appeals Court takes place at 4 p.m. on Monday.
Every Wednesday at 12 noon, the BCM has a free lunch at Fuel.
Then at 8 p.m., they hold a contemporary worship service called Source.
Chi Alpha hosts a meal every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and a worship service every Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Also, the Chi Alpha Coffee House is open 8:30 to 12:30 every Monday through Thursday.
The Wesley Foundation has Tuesday lunch at 11:45 every week.
They also have Evening Sun every Wednesday at 9 p.m.
RHA has a meeting in Conference Room 2 every Tuesday at 6 p.m.
And that's this week's SAU calendar.
SAU Magazine is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.